taking cover for the bullet takes me out. Automatic in love and we're changing colors. Like a disco ball, we light it up and burn it down. And the truth is you can't live without me, 'cause it's not that easy, but the drug won't let you down. He's into killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give it, we go round and round. He's into killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give it, it's gonna take us out. Never come down from the high with feeling, and we're chasing demons through the darkness and the night. Oh, feeling the heat as the flames burn brighter. Intentions rising through the smoke and through the lies. And the truth is you can't live without me, 'cause it's not that easy, but the drug won't let you down. This is a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give it, we go round and round. 'Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give it, it's gonna take us out. 'Cause it's a killer, psycho love thriller. Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give it, it's gonna take us out. Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give it, we go round and round. Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give it, it's gonna take us out.
Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day
From the latest scoop around town,
to feel-good stories and messages of hope,
a few jokes and live calling,
highlighting local businesses,
discussing hot trends and news stories.
a dash of feel-good nostalgia,
I love those morning cartoons,
keeping up with upcoming events,
sometimes trying and delicious foods,
weekly horoscope updates,
an occasional flying duck.
some sparkle dust,
Don't forget my bell,
and my wand.
with our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow, comment live, or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
The Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the morning show.
Good morning
April 4th, 1927. What year is it? 2023.
2023, 1927.
Yeah.
2023.
I know, I'm having a flashback because Bailey's going shopping.
Bailey's birthday is tomorrow.
So
Happy
all-
early birthday, Bailey.
Thank you, guys.
You excited?
I can't believe I'm going to be in my mid-20s.
I
oh
see-
my gosh.
I see a wrinkle in your life.
A wrinkle?
Yes.
No wrinkles. Happy Tuesday, everyone. What a day yesterday, it's all I can say. You and I were so tired yesterday, we couldn't wait to get out of here. Only halfway home, I call you and I say, I think we have an interview at 6 o'clock. Thankfully, the girl was actually here, because if I had come back and she wasn't here, I would have been a little like, "Rrr," but she was here. I saw her walking around the parking lot. I felt kind of bad, because she's an exchange student, so I wasn't sure how she got here, but her roommate drove her and waited. So that was kind of cool.
By the time, because I was racing against the clock, I was already on military. I said, oh. And I paid for it this morning, trust you me. And the timing is a problem. But yeah, so we have a new influx of producers coming in,
Summer schedule's happening.
which is really interesting because I think the word's gotten out a little bit more about what we do and how we do it. A lot of people know Bailey and they even know Josh.
Everyone knows Josh.
We love you, Josh.
People know you.
I can tell you right now, Bailey can testify
Testify.
too as well too. That I was not a loner, but I just sat in the corner.
But they know you now.
See, I don't understand that. Look at you. You're just like full Josh. No?
He doesn't have
Look at him.
confidence.
You
Thank
still,
you.
you still don't have confidence?
That's the confidence. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do some confidence exercises. I
I'll
think
give you the
that-
confidence. Why don't you? You know what we can do? You can always just like come to live with me, and I'll introduce you to everybody.
There you
You
go.
can live
Live
with
with her.
Bailey.
Introduce you-
Get
introduce
an
you people I
apartment
know.
with Bailey
No,
and earn your confidence
that
wins.
would even last a week.
Living with Bailey. That could be a
I
reality
think it'd be
show.
remarkable to live with Bailey because you never know what you're gonna wake up to.
Do you do laundry and clean and cook and all that stuff?
Yeah,
You do.
I do.
You
Would
live
you
home,
do it
right?
for somebody else
Yeah,
or just you?
I do for someone else.
I think she would, though.
I think she would be the perfect roommate. The perfect roommate.
And you cook, too?
Yeah, I can cook.
What do you cook?
I can cook. Let's see. I can cook eggs, grilled cheese, ground turkey, ground beef, hamburgers,
There you go.
Then you're good.
mac and cheese.
Can you make a salad?
That's not even
Yeah,
cooking. That's
I
just
can make
heating
it-
stuff up.
That counts. It's food, right?
It counts as cooking. I can make a salad
Don't
too.
be picking up.
And she can make a salad.
I can make whatever you want me to make.
Look at that. She's offering
You make a
to
cake?
give you
Yeah.
anything you
I can try.
We got Passover tomorrow. I got lots of Passover cakes. I got lots of Passover cookies. I got lots of Passover matzah.
Oh, I almost forgot about Passover.
I know. I had to explain to the checkout clerk what the shank bone was because they give you free shank bones at Publix. So
What's
I'm
a
going
shank
through.
bone?
One of our cats took the shank bone last year from the little dish,
Oh,
and he broke it.
that's
The
so
shank
cute.
bone is the thing that separates.
The shank bone is the bone of the
The
chicken.
wishbone.
It's like the
Oh.
sacrificial lamb. It
the
represents
wishbone.
putting the blood on the doorpost. So here I am at Publix explaining to the checkout clerk what the shank bone is, and she's like, "What is this?" I go, "It's free. You're going to see a lot of these coming through the conveyor belt in the next couple of days.
She didn't know how to mark it up.
It's free."
A shank bone is free.
For Passover, they give you the shank bone for free. So if
You
anyone
should've
needs a
brought one
shank
in.
bone, I have it at home. I'll bring it in.
It's free.
It's free. You just go to the
You take the
you
lamb's
go to
blood.
the butcher and you go, "May I have a shank bone?" And they've got a case of shank bones, and it's all wrapped up and they give it to you. It's in the freezer.
They put a sponge plant, but you put something at the end of it and you dip it in the lamb's blood and then you put it around your door.
Well, that's the symbol. We don't do that anymore.
mom was
We
like,
just
"This
put
is
it on
what
the
it
Seder
was."
plate. Correct.
My mom would be so grossed out.
But this is what Passover meant is that because if you didn't have Passover, didn't your first young die
So
or
the
something?
angel, right? It signified marking on the homes of the Jewish people, so the angel of death would pass over and not take your firstborn son.
And if you didn't have the sign, you would lose your firstborn son or daughter or whatever it was. But the funny thing is that whole entourage I learned from watching Moses.
Really?
Yes.
But that's the Old Testament, so you should have learned it anyway.
No.
No.
I didn't pay attention to the old.
I think
only looked
that's,
at the
I don't know, it probably plays on what, Sunday, Easter Sunday?
Yes.
probably.
Have you guys ever seen Moses?
The Ten
The
Commandments.
Ten
I
Commandments?
saw something similar.
Oh,
I've
is
seen the
the
movie.
movie called The Ten Commandments?
Yes.
They had it on ABC the
Oh,
other
you
night,
gotta
I
see
think
it.
it was. And visually, it looked beautiful.
They
Like, I wanna go-
colorized
I want
it.
to go back and watch it.
And they fixed it, they colorized it. That in the day was the #1 movie ever made.
I think it's, what year, I don't know what was made, but they play it every year.
68?
Colorized now with Charlton Heston as Moses,
Charlton Heston.
right?
So let it be written, so let it be done. That was his brother that said that, Ramsey.
You
said
think the
that.
Ten Commandments? You think the Ten Commandments is gorgeous? Josh, have you seen the Prince of Egypt?
The animated one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not an animated movie. This is a regular movie.
Yeah.
No, but it's the
And
same.
they had
It's the
six.
same concept though.
They
It's
had
all-
story, though.
6,000
Yeah, true.
extras. Yeah, but
I think we
animated
watched this
one
in-
day.
But this was made in what, 1920s, 1930s?
No, 67,
I
I
think
think.
50s.
Let's look it up.
67?
I'll look it up.
I think we
That's-
watched this in elementary school.
Probably. It's a long
Judaica
movie to watch.
class.
Yeah.
Siri,
Long
when
movie.
was the Ten
I got
Commandments
my
made?
teacher, my history teacher, because we were learning about the cup. What's the holy cup called?
The Grail.
The Kiddush Cup or the Holy
The
Grail?
Grail.
The Holy Grail from the medieval times. We were learning about that in history class at the time, so I got my teacher to put on Monty Python's and the Holy Grail for everyone in
I love
class.
that movie.
And the teacher's like, what?
No, he knew what it was, but he was perfectly
Wow,
cool with it.
1956. October 5th, 1956 is
I
when it
saw
was
that movie
made.
in middle school.
Pretty amazing. You see, in Ohio, they're going to a 4-day school week for the kids.
Good.
Awesome.
Did you see in Europe they want to go to 4 days?
And I think it's great for the teachers. It's great for the kids. I don't understand how the parents who work.
Yes.
It's gonna be a problem.
What they should do is 5 days. Start school later in the day. Let their brains kind of not be so tired and just be freshened up. And then on the 5th day, Friday, they can have like a recess day the whole day or something like that, or a creative arts day.
So you still go to school, but you're not
Please?
learning.
Yeah,
That's an
it's just
interesting
a
concept.
day to combine with all the other students, interact with one another, and just have a good time.
Like a mental de-stress.
Well, they say the
Yeah.
teachers are going in 5 days. They have a planning day on Monday. The kids don't go in on Monday. But they're going to make arrangements if you've got working parents. I think they're going to have to be making a lot of arrangements because you got a lot of working parents, 2-income homes or 1-income single-family homes that are going to have to find places for their kids. Apparently, there's over 800 school districts that are doing this already in the United States.
4 day.
4-day school week for the students.
Right.
Yeah,
you
only
know,
we were kids at that time.
I was weird. I always wanted to go to school. I hated being home.
But think about what
Hated
it entails. Your parents work. You've got kids on free and reduced lunch. They rely on school for breakfast and lunch. So if they're not in school, you now have to make arrangements for food for them and childcare. What are you looking at? Josh's shoes and socks?
No, all the batteries to the lights is off. Is red. Why? They didn't charge last night. Somebody hit the switch.
I don't know. I guess so.
That means we have no
Fired.
lights.
Do they got the same amount of work though?
Yes. Plus, they have to make up for all the things they were back on COVID. So I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they're taking away.
And they're gonna
fun
go to
time.
4 days. When they're gonna make it up? You see, I don't like the system.
Meanwhile,
I
in
think-
college, we have to make it up on a Friday.
Well, that's okay, but you're a grown up. I don't like the system because I think it breeds shortcuts. Sorry to tell you. You ain't gonna learn nothing by staying home. And then what are they? If your mother's home, you're gonna do chores. If the nanny's home, which is the new millennial way of doing things, you're gonna do.
Well, they're supposed
lock
to be
yourself
doing
in your room.
online school, and then it goes back to: do you have internet? Do you have a computer access? The same kids that are on free and reduced lunch, whose parents are working,
Don't like
that don't
it.
have access to computers, that don't have access to internet. It becomes this great. I think it becomes a greater divide. But what do I know? I'm assuming
don't-
they've taken all
I
that
don't like
into
it.
consideration.
I don't like it. I think it's wrong. I think they don't know what they're doing. What else is new?
I hated staying home for COVID during school.
The worst.
So did
Because-
I.
Yeah.
I was comfy in my own room. Instead of wanting to learn school stuff, I was just there playing video games the whole day because I was in my comfort of my own house.
Nothing good comes after. You ever heard that saying? Nothing good happens after midnight. This is gonna be the same stuff. Nothing good is gonna happen. You taking an extra day off. It's just gonna make you lazier, and then eventually they want 1 day of school only.
It's funny you mentioned that because there's a statistic that like Zoom style classes like have been many for like there's like an interesting statistic for like Zoom style classes like 50% like a whopping like 30% of students are now like failing.
They are.
Yeah.
The system in the United States are not. Did you see the latest? Somebody wrote an article about China's ready to go to war over Taiwan.
Why?
And they believe that the United States personnel, well, now this has to come down to our military, ages 18 to 27, is not fit for combat
Physically fit.
mentally. That the kids in this country would not fight for Taiwan. And this is what China is talking about. This is why the United States has
The
had
United
to become...
States
the United
military
States
will not
military.
fight for Taiwan?
Yep. They said this is why the United States has gotten far and above in the military might with machinery and guns and planes and different things because the American soldier would not fight. I was reading this yesterday. Man, I'm going to tell you. I mean...
I don't think that's true. I think if you're part of the American Armed Forces, you know what you're signing up for, and you've got that mental capacity, you've got the physical will, and you're physically and emotionally cleared to do it. We don't have a draft, so everyone that's signing up has to be cleared emotionally and physically.
But this sounds like a country, same thing what Russia did with Ukraine, that they attacked them. Sounds like a country that's building up and psychologically
Well, we may not want
thinking
to.
that they can do what they want to do in Taiwan or anywhere else. Now, you saw today, congratulations to Finland. It's now part of the NATO alliance starting today. You know what that means? Here's Russia. Here's NATO. That's a problem. There's 860 miles of NATO now at your doorstep. At your doorstep. And Putin has said that he's going to put nukes and everything along the border and everything else because he has to protect Russia from being attacked.
Got to read Frank's book is all I can tell you. I'm reading his book, Tres Archangelis, and I'm telling you, this man wrote everything that we're going through. It is unbelievable.
Now, did you see the United Nations, you know, the 5 countries that run the Security Council, U.S., China, Russia, and a few others, they take turns of running the council.
Say good
So-
morning to Cece
Hey,
and
Cece.
Frank.
So this morning, yesterday
Sure.
was Russia's turn to run the council. Now, you know that the World Court has deemed Putin a wanted man. He is now wanted against charges against humanity.
Oh.
Right? So this guy's country is running the council. I mean, you talk about talking out of both sides of your mouth.
No, I got to tell you, politically, what this world is doing doesn't make any sense to me.
People are just afraid of Putin. Sorry to tell you, that's all it is. They're afraid he's going to push the red button. They're afraid that he's going to do something even stupider, like do a dirty bomb in the Ukraine. They're afraid of him. So they'll talk about him, they'll stab him in the back in front of him, but they won't do a damn thing about it.
Well, then there's Judgment Day. I'm telling you, read Frank's books.
Well, I think that we have to de-escalate this. I think that every country should look at the
How
facts.
can we de-escalate it when you look what's happening in our own country?
What, Trump is being
That's what I'm
arraigned today?
saying.
Have you guys ever been to an arraignment in
What's that?
class, in school? It's when they bring charges against you for whatever, and they put you in the system. And what you want to do is you want to do everything in your power not to be in the system, right? So Mr. Trump today, because he's no longer the president, has to go in and get fingerprinted, and he has to stand there and he's got to take his mug shots. And I gotta tell you, but I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care that it's Donald Trump. I don't care. What I care about is that he was a president of this country. And I've always said, I don't care who's in that office, you gotta respect the office. That is your commander-in-chief. And if we voted him in there, or we didn't stop from voting him in there, which is the same difference, respect. And what they're doing to this individual is a lack of respect to every American in this room. That's just a lack of respect. I'm sorry.
Don't you think what he did is a
It
lack of
doesn't
respect
matter.
to our country?
Dawn, agreed. I
So,
agree. You got to
You
find
think,
another way.
you think January 6th was respectful to all those people that died
Agreed.
and were
Agreed.
attacked?
Agreed. But you don't bring in the former president of the United
So
States
what do you
into
do?
a courtroom.
Isn't
I don't know.
he-
You find something else.
Isn't he
You find
held
another
to the
way.
same standards
Take
as
him to a military.
every other person in the
Take him
United
to
States?
a military base and arraign him there.
What's the
Don't
difference?
do it in Midtown Manhattan. This is a circus already.
Well, it's a circus, but
This is humiliating. You don't do that. It's humiliating against us, the American public, not him. He doesn't care. You think he cares?
no, he does not care.
He says, my people, come. He thinks he's like Pompey. No, not Pompey. Julius Caesar. You know? He says, my brute.
What do you think, Jalen?
I think, I mean, I don't, I have a lot of thoughts, but I very strongly believe, even if he was the president of the United States, any political figure, anything, whatever, they're not, no one is above the law of the United States. If he broke the law, then
True.
he has to pay or whatever comes to him. It's the consequences.
But
of
he
his
hasn't been
actions.
found guilty.
No, but they have to still
Yet.
go through the system of finding somebody guilty of a crime or whatever, right? So I don't think that, yeah, I can see why people think like he's a former president or whatever, but like also that doesn't protect you from being able to commit crimes.
Correct, but
You're
he's
not
only
above
being
the law.
accused. And all I'm saying is, if he's the president, don't arraign him in Midtown Manhattan.
Would it be better in Palm Beach County?
No, it would have been better at a military base in New York,
But what
where
crimes
you
are they-
keep away all the
We don't know
nonsense.
yet. They're opening it up today.
At 12 o'clock, they're going to unseal it. Now, the other thing is, so he has sex with a hoe, because that's what she is,
Where's
I'm
your
sorry.
disclaimer?
But that's what happened. She was a prostitute. She was a prostitute.
She's a
and
woman
allegedly,
needing to make money.
he has sex, and he got some other doofus to pay her hush money. And what a stupid idiot. You know what? If you did it, you did it. Why are you lying about doing it? That's the problem. And that just opens the door.
Seems like he does that a lot.
I'm telling you the truth. That's all. This is like, and do I believe that? Am I a Trumper? No, absolutely
Listen,
not.
there are
He should go
people-
to jail if he committed a crime. I just don't like the way people disrespect the country. I don't like when they talk about the servicemen in this country, because I love my servicemen. These are guys, they wake up and they're putting their life on the line. Can you imagine waking up and saying, I don't know if I'm going to make it through the day? For what, $40, $100?
I
How
don't know.
much
We had
money?
3 teachers that were killed in a shooting
Right.
because they went to school to teach the students, and 3 teachers were killed last week
That's a different
in a private
But
school.
that's a different problem.
Why?
Then put the military in every school.
Why is
and
it
don't
different?
defend the world.
The fact that you become educated and you want to teach and give back to the kids and raise our next generation. You go to school as a teacher and
But
you get
that's-
shot and killed.
That's an internal problem with having mental problems in this
It's
country.
a countrywide problem. And if you think the insurrection didn't add to that, and if you don't think what's happening in Florida, where now, as of Saturday, you can carry a gun without a permit.
Yeah, that's the old Wild West theory.
So,
In the old Wild West, everybody had a gun. Were you gonna mess with me with having a gun exposed? You're not gonna mess with me.
I mean,
That's
come
the
on, there's a
theory.
6-week abortion bill just passed in Florida. We got some
But
serious
but
issues in this
these
country.
These are things that have nothing to do with what's happening with Trump.
Well, they 100% do, because you know what? It starts at the top. And if you are not an effective leader, no matter who's at the top, it's going to trickle down. Josh, I'm sorry if we're aggravating you. He looks very upset.
Why do you look upset? It's part of the world you live in. And if you have kids and if you have children, what do you teach them?
But it starts at the top. And if our
I gotta-
leadership cannot control that, how do we expect this generation or your grandchildren's generation to be able to actually function to their best level? Because look what they're learning.
Listen, and if you think, go ahead.
Yeah, and just the constant exposure to all things terrible and negative. It's awful here.
You know, the funny
it
thing
takes a toll.
is that all of this has been going on for the longest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but our media
The
now is so
Kennedy
instantaneous.
assassination was put together. And if you don't think that the government has something to do with that,
They have
the way they
no.
protect that guy, sorry to tell you, that Reagan was shot in the lung, and the guy that shot Reagan now has been freed because he's
freaking him out.
psychologically unfit. How am I freaking him out? These are things that are happening around you. Don't you want to know what's happening around you?
Yeah.
No?
Kind of.
The abortion bill is crazy.
It is
At
crazy.
Totally
6
crazy.
weeks, you don't even know you're pregnant for 5. So what, you gotta run out if you're going to have an abortion? I tell you, the secret to abortion, don't have sex. Ever again.
You notice you can hear a pin drop in this room now.
But this is what the solution is: imperfection.
No, the solution is we have to
What?
go the other side.
Yeah,
we
show
have
me
to-
the other side.
We have to elevate
What?
faith and hope
That
and
ain't going to
goodness.
stop abortion after 6 weeks.
But hopefully if we can more collectively send more positive energy out, then we don't have to deal with all.
Dawn?
Listen, the media does not cover what you and I do in this studio. They cover all the negative because it's ratings and it's money and it's craziness.
Yeah, and they may have a solution. They may have the right idea.
And
They
like I
don't
tell
money
you,
never
you
hurt
gotta read
nobody.
Frank Ruffolo's book, because when Judgment Day comes and God looks down and says, "Look what you've done to my world," there is no greater authority than the Almighty, whatever you believe in.
Who is the biggest, the most largest rabbi in the world?
Probably the head in Israel.
What's his name?
I do not know.
But they see the problem? See the problem? Who's the number one Catholic in the world?
The Pope.
So those two guys should sit at a table your way and resolve all the issues.
Absolutely.
Ain't gonna happen.
How do you know?
Because I know. Because the Pope talked Putin and says, please stop killing people. He says, you don't understand. These people have to go. They have taken my country's property. That's why he's doing all of this.
You gotta have faith that it's all gonna happen. Good morning. Who was that just walked in all dressed up? And who was that just walked in all nice in a hat? Wow, you okay?
So there's no resolution until man has come to the forefront and say we are going to resolve the problem correctly. Not what's
Those that are
interest rate.
chosen have a calling that they have to step up and elevate the goodness.
Well, let me give you another question that I have that's been ponderous in my head. North Korea feeds cat food and dogs and cats to their people because they have no food. You know this, right?
No, but thank you for playing.
You didn't know this? If you look up North Korea, he knows. And how is it that they have money to build these ballistic missiles, but they can't feed their people?
Because all the money stays in the government.
Correct.
But where are they getting it from?
Russia.
And there you have it. Did you know that they had a secret train going to Russia? All of this monies, the parts to build this, the technology to build this was given from Putin to North Korea.
All I know is if man does not learn from their past mistakes, they're bound to happen again. You
Look
look
at
beautiful.
you.
How you doing? Where are you going today? Here?
You getting married? Let me see your fingers.
Hi, Daddy. Hi. Hi, Baxi.
How you doing?
Baxi.
Good.
Baxi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Baxi.
How was your weekend?
Short.
This
Where'd
was
you
on
get-
a roll.
where'd you
Oh
get
my
that hat?
gosh.
I got it at
There? Uh-huh.
A store.
I'm having a brain fart. I woke up like 30 minutes ago.
Oh,
Now,
look.
I got to tell you,
Colds.
the number one watch episode, was it last week? Was the Blues Brothers piece.
That was a great piece you guys
Over
did.
250,000 hits on that.
No
I mean,
kidding.
250 hits I got. You people
Close.
doing the 250 hits. 250
Couple of zeros.
hits I got on you guys doing the Blues
Maybe you
Brothers.
think my banking's bad. I like your way better. Let's add a few
250. Well,
zeros.
take it easy. It's real early
You
in the morning.
upset me with that whole conversation because if people that continue that negativity, we are going to only be in the cesspool of negativity.
Oh, no, we're in the cesspool.
We got to get out of it.
We're in the cesspool. The object, what was it that Trump said when he got to Washington? We're going to drain the swamp.
Katie, I think we might need some of your positivity.
Yeah, Katie, where's your
Please, for the love of
positivity?
God.
I mean, there's nothing to say right now.
Oh no.
Did you see the kids in Tennessee marched on Capitol Hill, and 3 people that voted for no gun control are being voted out of Capitol Hill in Tennessee this morning? Maybe that's what we got to do. We got to protest and get rid of the politicians.
Yeah,
that
but
don't
then you
work.
protest and they arrest you, like Nikki Fried here yesterday. They arrest the people that peacefully protested against it
Why?
because they can.
No, they're not coming.
No?
They must have said go across the street or something, and she refused, or he refused to do it, and you get arrested. You can't just walk down I-95, though that's what I want to do, and lock it up, because you're going to get arrested. You know that.
People do, I don't know. I just think it's a whole not fair things that's going on in our government.
Man, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
You want to
I'm
protest?
going to.
I'm going to give you the perfect formula to protest, which is legal. Everybody has to be in on it, but it'll work. So everybody here who has a Bank of America account,
You're not.
everybody watching me, everybody
No.
across the world.
We're going to go to commercial break.
Hold on, for 24 hours, you take your money out of the bank and watch what happens. Silicon Valley, which is now Citizens Bank, that's what happens because they bought short. And if you remove all of your monies out of the bank for 24 hours, you will cripple the system
Why would anyone want to do that, though?
because you want change. And you tell whoever is in charge, you want us to put the money back, we want this, 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 and that. And you'll get it because the economy will not sustain itself. Everything is reliant on you doing money into the accounts, money into the system, buying stuff. Amazon didn't grow to be the world's largest company because of Amazon. They did it because every time you look on your phone, you buy something from Amazon.
I gotta tell you, when I had my makeup done last week, you know how many things that the makeup artist had that I then went out and bought, including new makeup sponges and a new concealer and a new this. Anytime you see something new, I went to Sephora over the weekend. Anyone been there lately?
No, they don't go to Sephora.
My gosh.
You go to Sephora? You go
We
to
are so
Sephora?
not in any sense of a
Sephora.
recession or any
Not
economic
there.
decline
A
at
sponge is
Sephora.
$25.
It was packed. You couldn't even get in there. There were people. It was like a concert. There were so many people in Sephora. You never knew you needed so much makeup.
Use a better example. The
I'm
Apple
telling-
Store.
Oh my
You ever been to the Apple
my
Store?
God. It's horrible.
Excuse me, can I get that plug, please? I want to buy it. You got to make an appointment, sir. It's right there. You got to make an appointment for me to go from here to there. You got to make an appointment, sir. Oh, okay. I'd like to make an appointment. We'll go over there, and then they send you over there, and then they send you over there.
They triage you in the Apple Store.
And then they go, 4 weeks. To buy that plug?
Is our computer all fixed in A now? The white one?
Yes.
You just gotta plug it in.
Me and Josh have to work on it.
Got some things to do.
No, we got a lot of things to do. We got some exciting news coming. I'm gonna tell you something. This is
All right,
scary.
we're gonna take a commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna give Freddie some more coffee.
How
so
do
we
you
can have
do
some
that? How do
exciting
you
news.
go from Apple Store
to
to?
commercial break? Because you're making everyone sad, and that's not what we do. So let's take a
I'm making
commercial
you
break.
sad? Who's
take a
sad?
coffee break. Josh
You
is
guys
having a
sad?
nervous breakdown over there. More to come.
He always has a nervous breakdown over
Excuse
there.
me while I succeed, and we'll be right back.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
I got good news.
Yeah.
I got the news that she's 1 centimeter.
Very exciting. You're gonna be pop-up again.
It's amazing how science works. They can tell you when you're going to give birth. They tell him next week it's going to happen. I don't know how they know that.
Wait, next week?
Yeah. So I may have to fly out of here and go to Tampa.
Okay.
As long as everything's all right, I don't have to. But something happens, I got to go.
Okay. Just not on a Friday.
It could be any day.
If it's on a Friday,
You tell
must-
Doorknob that.
if it's on a Friday, I don't know what to tell
Juliana. Juliana?
you. Juliana, yes.
Juliana's her name. I'm never going to remember that.
Very
Forget
nice. You're
that.
gonna fly there?
If something goes wrong, I have to.
Why would you think anything's gonna go wrong? What is wrong with you today?
Because I was pre-med.
No.
Yes. And I'm a realist, and things do happen.
She's going to be fine.
Okay,
Positivity.
no
So
problem.
relax.
Then I
Why
just
do you even
enjoy.
put out anything negative into the
I'm
universe?
not putting anything out. I'm just telling you something happens. I gotta go. That's all.
All right. Positivity, and here's some.
Good.
You and I got a little
1, 2, 3.
chit chat here. You gotta find a new place to sleep
What
or a
did
new
I say
place
this
to
so
wake up.
wrong? I'm telling you the truth.
throwing-
If
What
you
did
see
he
me
say
run
that's
out of
right
here,
today?
You're throwing negativity around.
What does he say that's actually right and positive today?
Exactly.
the realities of life.
The realities
Okay,
of
I got
being
one for you.
your age.
I got one for you. You know the University of Connecticut, UConn, they won the
won?
men's basketball. Congratulations. Do you know that they've won 5 times in the last 20 years? They're the most school that has won that tournament.
The most school.
Pretty good.
I mean, they're the school that's won it the most.
That's pretty nice.
I can't believe that. I looked it up because I heard it on the news, and they're right. They have won it more than everybody.
They won by what, 15 or 16, I think?
Oh, they destroyed it. They destroyed
I went to sleep and they were up by 12. Now, we saw the games on Saturday night. Even up by 12 was not a given. But for them, it was a given. They were up, they stayed up, and
I don't know if FAU.
congratulations to them.
I don't know if FAU would have beat that team. That team scores at will. Anywhere on the floor, boom. It didn't matter. They didn't have to go inside. They were outside, inside. And San Diego State is a good defensive team.
FAU got a great homecoming, though. It was really nice that our community, they came and they supported. Were you at school at all watching?
No, I was not.
Anybody know anybody on the basketball team?
A few of them have been in my classes, but I don't know them personally.
Do you talk to people in your class?
She graduated.
I graduated already.
When you were there, did you talk to them?
I've talked to people in my classes and I've been there, but
I think
You don't
probably the most,
associate?
this one's the most outgoing at school. Bailey. There is no doubt.
There's a wanted poster for Bailey in the school. Stay
Bailey
away
walks
from
around the
Bailey.
school and everyone is your friend.
Oh, I do know a lot of people. Like,
She knows a lot of people. Exactly. What are your plans for your birthday?
well, my mom wants to take me to this. My mom wants to take me to this like Broadway play called Wicked. Either like tomorrow.
God!
I like tomorrow.
What is
I love
it?
Wicked.
One of the best plays.
Good
I gotta
morning.
tell you. Good morning, Baxton.
I like tomorrow or Thursday, and my parents also want to take me out to dinner somewhere nice.
Very nice.
Just normal stuff.
As you should. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
What's the matter with him?
He loves. Maybe you'll sing a song from Wicked today. Are you guys gonna do Blues
I'm
Brothers
not
again?
singing. I would not be caught dead singing Andina Menzel.
Why?
No Defying
it's a hard
Gravity.
song.
Unless you want to bring the earplugs today.
Oh come on.
You can't do it?
Have you heard of Andina Menzel?
She's pretty amazing, I know.
Oh, yeah.
But what a
She's
show
one
we
of the
had
most
yesterday.
Amazing sopranos I've ever heard.
Well, there's a great musician coming in today, and here's how my morning started. Kind of crazy, right? So I looked up Lola from yesterday, the artist we hit on. So I went to friend her, and I'm scrolling through her feed, and she follows a lot of these musicians. So then I clicked on one of the musicians she follows, only to find out she's coming in today on the Meta Show. So she's amazing. You're going to really, really, well, I don't know, in the mood you're in, maybe not, but in the normal mood that we're all in the studio, she's uplifting and spiritual and calming. And
Is she a singer?
Yeah, so she and Lola were having this whole conversation. Lola's like, oh, you're going to love it. I was just there yesterday. And she goes, oh, I wish I had known because I would have put this up earlier. So there's this whole conversation on Facebook about our studio.
Does
and no,
Lola sing
everybody
too?
loves it here. I don't think so. But Lola said she's going to be putting some of her artwork here.
Yes, we got Lola and we have the other lady. And they'll be bringing in some artwork.
Yep, so that'll be really nice. Change some of the podcasts, our podcast studio, Podcast City, and get that up and rolling
Well,
also.
Studio A, I'm going to change it all the way around. But I'm going to do some work also on the big wall.
Going to work on the big wall. I think we've got Mark Freeman coming in today. We're going to fix some lighting. So we've got the Meta Lifestyle magazine show. We've got a new show. Mike Velarde as Mike the Money Coach. It's going to be live on Roku.
Yeah.
So he's coming in today to do that.
And we have a Tell Us Your Biz coming in also today.
Do we? Oh, that's right, we do. No, not Nick Bazuli.
Mick Bazzuli's coming in also. He wants to
Today?
talk about the way. I don't know, it could be
But
today or
Mike is
tomorrow.
Ask the experts.
That's Mike Velarde.
I know.
How do you know Mick Bazzuli?
We had this conversation yesterday.
Oh, did we?
Do you remember having the conversation? That was in between leaving the coffee pot on and running the water flowing, and I don't know. And with us forgetting an interview
There
last
was a
night when we
meet. There
left.
were 5
It was
meetings
a week,
going
is all
on
I
at the
can
same
tell you,
time.
a day.
So I had to talk to Comcast, and I was making coffee, and the pot was filling with water, and I ran out and didn't make it back. But I saw it go back there, so I put one and one together, and I figured Dawn would pour the water in there. That's why I left.
And then the interview that we forgot about, poor girl. I did make it back in time though, Teddy. She was here. We got to send her an email.
Okay.
But it was like nonstop, and every time I turned around, somebody else was here.
I got to tell you, I was tired last night when I got home. It was just like a whole
I
nother
think we
level.
have
It
to
was only
start
Monday.
giving some of these interview responsibilities out
Agreed.
to let them.
But nobody's here at 6 o'clock.
They don't know what happened at 6 o'clock. They came in starting at 9.
Oh, those weren't interviews, those were
Well, Comcast.
meetings.
Josh could have handled Comcast.
No way. You couldn't give that responsibility to Josh. Are you kidding me?
It was just a fact-finding mission.
It was a good fact-finding mission, though,
It was very good.
about upgrading some things in the system.
This is not an upgrade. This is a major upgrade. But let's see what happens with this whole thing. I'm gonna have a conversation about that.
A whole new system. All right, what else you guys got? You going to do Cooking Up Chaos today, Baxton?
Or
are you
Thursday.
Still
Yep,
sleeping?
we're gonna do it today.
What are you making?
Because I didn't think I'd have time to go grocery shopping. But now
Are
they.
you going? Bailey said she was gonna go and get it today.
Just in case of like, just in case.
You're gonna
if we
send
couldn't make
Bailey
it.
grocery shopping, Braxton?
I'm coming with her.
Thank you.
Makes me feel so much more comfortable.
So what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be like doing something a little special. We're gonna be like going out separate. We're gonna be splitting up and finding some like three ingredients.
Each one of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're gonna be 3. You're gonna make something up out of what she brings.
We're gonna. I'm gonna get 3. She's gonna get 3. We're gonna put them together and see what happens.
Interesting. I like that.
Everything tastes better with bacon, so they say.
Well.
No bacon, Dawn. No bacon.
Yeah, it's cheating.
I don't eat bacon, I know.
You know what? Let's do a poster announcing these are things that you have to let people know.
Y'all should make different types of like dips or sauces. So like I get a French fry and I try each dip and see which dip is the best.
That's a good idea.
Like an aioli or a ketchup and mustard or something like that.
Oh,
Maybe for next week.
for next week definitely.
He's got plans. What were you doing last night? What story are you writing that you're so tired?
I'm writing a story called The Lion and the Lamb.
And? Would you rather be a lion or a lamb?
I'd rather be neither.
Why?
So what is this story about?
It's kind of like, okay, this is gonna take a while because I need to explain the first movie to explain this one.
No, give me the short, condensed version.
okay.
This-
Snakes in the Center starts off.
Huh?
No, I don't want the explaining of the show of the book. I want to know what
What
it's
is it
about.
Overall, what's it about?
Is
So
it a
in the first
hero?
movie-
Is
In
it
one sentence.
Trauma.
drama?
Trauma to children from something very bad that happened in their lives.
And they came back to be a hero?
No?
Oh, it's a sad story.
It's a drama mixed with a comedy, mixed with a bit of horror and a tragedy. It's a lot of things mixed together. There's a demon, there's
Holy
a lot of
smoke.
stuff.
This is like The
Really?
Exorcist.
Yes.
But
There's
even
a
The
demon-
Exorcist had a happy
There's
ending.
a 10-foot tall ripped demon called Father Matthew, who is in the first story, but he died, and now he's come back in his demonic form to haunt one of the children.
Hold on, there's been more than one book?
I've written the first screenplay. It's a screenplay. I've written the first one. I'm about to finish the second one, and I already know what I'm going to write about the third one.
And what are you doing with them?
I need to do something with them because I spend way
So
too
why
much
don't you
freaking
bring
time
why
on
don't you
them.
bring the first one in to see if we can make a short out of it?
It's 113 pages.
So what? It's not a short?
That's like
That's
movie
so
length
he's a 10-foot tall
script.
ripped demon with wings called Father Matthew.
How much of it do you think we can cut
And
down?
he haunts one of the children.
Is he hot?
He's a demon.
Yes, he's a hot demon.
So,
Yes,
have
the
you
hot
seen
demon.
A ripped, hot, sexy
And
demon.
he's a ripped 10-foot tall sexy demon.
Where's the buzzer when you need it?
Wow. I'm
I
interested
draw
in
him? I
the
wanna make him
screenplay,
hot.
though.
Sure, you
I
can make
wonder-
the hot version, but he has to be in his demonic form.
Have you read it?
Have you
He can
seen
be
it?
sexy in that way too.
Or you can just make a normal demon. Oh,
Creative.
Why don't we bring in the first version? Let's see if we can make something out of it.
I have it here.
I'll draw
Okay,
it.
so we're gonna try to make something out of it.
I'll draw it.
I think it'll be an interesting episode.
Okay,
Yes,
here's the
demon.
thing. It's very, very. If we're shooting the first one, good luck. It's very depressing, and it involves the evil, corrupt. and it involves an evil, corrupt Catholic priest who steals children and does really horrible things.
Well, we can surmise the horrible. We don't have to show it. I could play a priest.
Okay. You want to play Father Matthew?
I could play the demonic priest.
No, the demonic priest is in the second film. If we're shooting the first film,
So what is he?
He's just a normal priest.
That does bad things?
Yes, to children.
Okay.
No.
And he like,
It's
well,
bad karma. You can't do
I'll
that.
tell you more about it off the air.
Baxton, how was your childhood, and are you okay?
It was actually, see, I'm actually a very happy person, but all the darkness I have inside of me, I put into my writing. So that's why my writing is so messed up.
And on a positive note,
People who are happy often have a very depressing writing style.
Well, if you want, I'll play the priest.
Hmm?
I would play the priest.
You would play Father Matt? No.
No,
Stay
if
with
we're,
me,
if we're doing the
Katie.
first, if
This
we're
is
doing the first
one.
film,
and the
you're
first
being a
film is
priest.
just a normal Catholic priest who
I'm gonna
steals
be the
children
priest.
Yeah.
from the
I can do that.
hospital and tries to raise them as his own.
I'll find someone to play the sexy demon.
No, there's no sexy demon, Bailey.
All right, so more to come on that situation. We'll see how that's going to roll out. You ready to wrap this up?
Ave Maria.
Good morning to you. All right, have a great morning, everyone. Tune into Cooking Up Chaos today at 11 o'clock and see what we've got going on the midday show. 3 o'clock is the Metal Lifestyle Magazine show, and more to come. And you've got Jeff Santos today at what time? 3? 3 to 5? All right, more to come on. I'm sure he's going to have a whole lot to say about Tuesday.
Everybody is.
All right, have a good morning, everyone. We'll see you in a little bit.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.